Page 28, Scottish Bagpipes. At the top of the page, on page 28, they're introducing you to a thing called a grace note. A grace note is what we call in music an ornament. First rule in ornaments, because there's a bunch of ornaments. All ornaments are optional, pretty much. They're just, you can leave them out. Having said that, we're going to put it in, because that's what we're trying to do here. That's what it looks like. It looks like an eighth note with a line through it. So you think, is it an eighth note or not? No, it's not an eighth note. It's a grace note because it's got a line through it. Different people are taught differently about grace notes, ornaments in general actually. And I'm telling you this because I don't want you to get the feeling of this is correct and everybody else is wrong, because it isn't that way. And there's different beliefs and interpretations and backgrounds on how ornaments should be played. So you might be talking to somebody else about ornaments or whatever, and they say, no, it's played this way or whatever, and that's different from what you were taught. You learned. Understand that it's okay. It's not that they're wrong and you're right, or they're right and you're wrong. There are differences of opinions on ornaments, including grace notes. The only thing people seem to agree about grace notes is they're played very short, and that's it. They don't agree on how short, just short. It's not done rhythmically. It's just a real short note. For instance, in the left hand here, we get them throughout. You have the B natural, and we're in the key of F, so you have to have a natural sign in front of her. It'd be a B flat. So that's the grace note, and then the chord. Let's leave out the F for a minute. Just concentrate on the C, these two notes. Now the fingering we're going to use for this piece is going to be a 2-1 on these. The grace note's very short. It's not done rhythmically, as I said, it's just very short. In some cases it can be played pretty much at the same time and just lift up on it. That is interpretation. In some pieces you interpret the grace note like it's just a short note. In other pieces you're going to interpret it as they're played together and you lift it up. When you do each, let's not now. In this piece and in the book, they're saying they're almost together at the same time. Lift up. When you got that, then go ahead and put the F in. You're going to play the F with the C. You put your hand in the position for the chord, and you have this, and you're just going to go boom. Really, you're after the chord. That's what you want. Play the chord and just put this B just almost at the same time as the C and just lift up on the B. And then practice playing that so you can play it softly if you need to. That's how it's interpreted in this piece. One of the differences of opinion for grace notes, I just will cover it now, is people will say the grace note comes right before the beat and the main note comes on the beat. So if it's like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, it'd be that. 2. Other people say the grace note comes on the beat, which means I would play the grace note with the F. It's an interpretive style. It's not one is right and one is wrong. It could be done either way. I know some teachers will say, no, this is right, you're wrong. I tend to run away from those people. I don't agree with that dogmatic approach. There's nothing or very little in music that you can say this is absolute. I was taught in college to play these on the beat. So I would play that grace note with the F, and the grace note would be very quickly, almost at the same time as the C. Like that. I want to hear this. And I can hear it better if I play the grace note with the F. It's a different style, it's a different tone. And that's how I do it, and that's how I'm going to do it in this video. You'll have to decide which way you're going to interpret this. I can't tell you do it this way or that. If you were my piano student sitting in next, I would tell you to play that grace note with the up. That's what we're going to do. That's really the grace note. Now, this is in the key of F major with that one flat, except the grace notes always B natural. It has a 6/8 time signature. Remember 6/8 time? You got to count to 6, but you're counting eighth notes. And it has a 1-beat pickup. So it's coming in on beat 6. So it's like 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. The tempo they give is vivace, which is faster than allegro. Faster than, this is really fast. Not as fast as you can go, just really fast. You have to decide what's really fast for you. And you can probably find recordings of this around. The dynamics is loud. That's the melody. That's this part. Don't let this overpower that melody. I mean, I know bagpipes have that nauseating sound, that irritating sound, but you can play that irritating sound softly. See, so be careful on that. There is a ritardando at the end, see at the bottom, and the F, and then the fermata on the last F. I'm just going to hold for 3. It gets 3 counts, dotted quarter note, gets 3 counts. I'm going to hold it for 6. And so both hands will come up to the same. 2, 3, hold 2, 3, off like thing. We're going to go really, really slow. I want to check the notes and the rhythms. The right hand might move around a little, like at the last 2 measures. You see that? And the second finger's got to come up and catch the C. I don't know why they split the phrasing. I don't agree with that. I think all of that should be phrased from the B flat to the next to the last measure to the C. Keep it all one phrase, all the way to the end. I would do that, yeah. I mean, they got these single phrases going on throughout, so why change it now? Now, one little thing that might throw you, take a look at the second line, the third measure over. You have a C, B flat A. Well, you just had a B natural in the left hand. Keep in mind that that natural sign applies for that point on to the rest of the measure in that staff. It does not apply to any other staffs. It doesn't apply to the right hand. So you've got a B natural here and a B flat here. Would like to hear a little silence in the right hand with between phrases. So, and you're just going to lift up and back. Just a real small thing. You don't have a lot of time for the, don't wave. Work on it very, very slowly, and then try it with me and check your notes and rhythms. Then you can speed it up on your own, however you're going to do it. The metronome is beating 8th notes. So I'm going to give us 5 counts. Let's try this out. Right hand. Left hand. All right. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Hold 2, 3, off.